The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everybody. It's Gail here. So we're just waiting on a few more people to join in. We might just give everybody another 1 or 2 minutes before we make a start. So sit tight and we will be with you shortly. All right, guys, so we've still got a few more people logging on, so we might just give them another 1 or 2 minutes before we make a start. So we won't be too much longer, but the numbers are slowly but surely climbing up. All right, well, thank you everybody for your patience while we've been waiting. We were expecting a few more people to join in, but perhaps they'll join in shortly. So the purpose of this group session this morning is to give everybody a bit of a background, a little bit of an understanding about a recent integration that we've put together between FinaMetrica, risk profiling tool, and AdviserLogic as well. So we've got a bit of a cross-section of people taking part today. We've got a few of you that know AdviserLogic, but perhaps are not familiar with FinaMetrica. And we've also got some that are FinaMetrica who may not be across AdviserLogic side of it. So what we're going to start off with today is a bit of a demonstration about AdviserLogic with our National Sales Manager, Phaedra Hackles. And then Phaedra is going to transition across into a discussion or a presentation from Rebecca at FinaMetrica's side of things. So as most of the AdviserLogic side of people know, during our sessions, you will all be kept on mute, but you do all have access to a chat box that you're able to type in any questions or comments throughout the session. We may not answer you during the time, but we'll come back and review those questions certainly at the end of the session. So please feel free to put comments in along the way. Now, with that all said and done, I'm actually about to hand over to Phaedra. So Phaedra, I'm about to give you the screen to share with us, and I'll let you give us our little bit of a sight around AdviserLogic.
Good morning. I'm Phaedra. As Gail said, I'm the National Sales Manager for AdviserLogic. So what we were going to do today is we're going to just give you a brief overview of AdviserLogic and where we stand out. So AdviserLogic, built by advisors for advisors. So this is designed that it allows you to be able to make the most out of spending more time with your clients and less time in front of the computer. AdviserLogic is a single data entry. So what that means for you is it's a single, you put the data in once and everything flows through. It's very customizable and user-friendly. Winner of, I can proudly announce today, winner of Investment Trends Awards now for the 5th year running. So we're very proud of that. All right, so let's take you through and give you a brief rundown of AdviserLogic. So when you first log into AdviserLogic, you're seeing everything that's happening in your office. You can have up to 6 clients open at the same time. So what this means is this is actually a client snapshot. So I can see everything about my client, single data, just a single click, and I can drill down and look at life insurance, income, I can drill down also and see what's on platform, what's off platform. Your self-managed super funds, companies and trusts all sit underneath the client. So basically it's designed that it gives you a good snapshot about this client. So the most important thing about AdviserLogic, as I mentioned with that single data entry, is you start at the fact find. So the more information that you put in, the more information that flows straight through. With the fact find, it is customizable to you, so you can move the fact find around, but most importantly, wherever you see add new in AdviserLogic, it means that it's customizable to you as well. AdviserLogic is fully FOFA compliant, so it will allow you to import your revenue statements, and we have a revenue software available in your AdviserLogic, which is our PayLogic, that sits separately, but it talks seamlessly through. So what we say to our advisors is if you start to move acrossward, so you'll start to see the super. So we have a full risk and super comparison tool. So these are designed that with our Morningstar unit prices, nice and easy to be able to go in and put the client's current portfolios and then be able to do those rollovers. So basically it's just follow the bouncing ball with your research, all of your fees, and then that recommendation is going to flow straight through to the SOA. The assets and liabilities, nice and easy to be able to go in and add what sort of asset or liability this client has. Full insurance needs analysis. Warner. These are designed that allows you to be able to go in and do those comparisons and then push the recommendations straight through to the SOA again. Full cash flow modeling. So this is designed that allows you to be able to model the client scenarios. So we could have the client's current, alternate, recommended scenarios, and being able to go in and run those scenarios with all of the graphs for the clients. Tasks, file notes. So tasks and workflows. A task is just a simple call failure to make an appointment. The workflow is the steps or the multiple tasks. So in AdviserLogic, very customizable again to you. You can create your own standard workflows in AdviserLogic. File notes, pretty straightforward, nice and easy to be able to add that file note. But my personal favorite are user-friendly things. Quick note, quick task, and quick vault. These are all designed that you don't even need to open the client. You can start typing and it will auto search all of the clients for you. So just quick and easy functionality for you to get those file notes and tasks in quickly. Document Vault, unlimited document vault for you to be able to go in and create those categories. Similar to like the tabs in your client files, and you can have multiple different subcategories. AdviserLogic also has a client login, so you can set up for the client to upload documents, complete the fact find. Last but not least, before I hand it over to Rebecca, is all of our standard templates. So when you come on with AdviserLogic, we have our own standard templates, AdviserLogic Standard version 3 and version 4, and we work with dealer groups on being able to create your own custom templates as well. So just jumping back to the fact find to hand over to Rebecca. In our fact find, and this is why we're having the conversation today, is our risk profile. So in this risk profile, with the integration with FinaMetrica now, you have the option to select the FinaMetrica, and we're going to go to FinaMetrica now. So in saying that, I'm going to hand over to Rebecca now, and she's going to take over. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you so much, guys. That's awesome. So I hope everyone can see my screen here okay. Can you just confirm that that you can there, Pedro?
That's definitely
yes, Rebecca. That's great.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Excellent. Perfect. Okay, so as Pedro mentioned, I'm just grabbing a test client here just so we can show that nice seamless integration as she just went ahead and showed us. So directly from AdviserLogic, you're going to be able to showcase the integration into FinaMetrica, which is right here. So from Fact Find, you're going to go to the Risk Profiler and then select the FinaMetrica option. Once that's loaded there in just a minute. Please keep in mind, guys, I'm actually all the way over in Canada right now, so I guess my internet must just be a little bit sleepy. So bear with me here. There we go. There's the Risk Profiler. Is it just because I don't have a contact selected? Here we go. So I have my contact Rebecca test. The email has been inputted. This is an important aspect for the risk tolerance questionnaire, because with FinaMetrica, you actually have that capability to email out the questionnaire to your clients. Why this is so important is because it actually eliminates any advisor bias, which is, you know, extremely important in the industry today, so that there's no unknowingly subjectivity to implementing your own risk tolerance onto your clients as you're helping them complete the questionnaire. So what FinaMetrica is actually able to do is send the questionnaire via email to your clients for them to then fill out on their own, and then the results will then show back onto your own dashboard. So as you notice right from AdviserLogic, I simply hit go to FinaMetrica. From this here page, what it's going to prompt you to do is simply select the country. So we'll go ahead and actually we'll go to Australia and New Zealand right there at the top. You're going to select what version of the questionnaire. We have two versions. There's reason behind that being it's a 25 question questionnaire or a 10 question questionnaire. It's really nice to be able to have that choice when you're dealing with different clients, to be able to select an appropriate questionnaire for them. Both provide reliable and valid results in discovering your client's risk tolerance score. One, of course, the 25 being slightly more granular in terms of finding the outliers of your clients if they're perhaps an aggressive or versus a very aggressive client, or something along those lines. When you're then continuing on with this particular questionnaire, you can make these appropriate selections if you're looking to create that risk tolerance questionnaire and send it to them. So we're going to keep that one checked. Include demographic questions. We have a list of 8 demographic questions that are used as KYC for yourself. You can simply include or exclude that. In addition to that, you do have the option to show your clients their report after they've completed the questionnaire, as well as some other administration options. So I won't go through those too in-depthly here today, but just so we can kind of see what it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and hit continue. So what we see here now is that our questionnaire has been sent to our client. Just so you can see what the questionnaire does look like, I'm simply just going to on screen go ahead and complete the questionnaire. We did select the 10 questionnaire. So as I go through, the answers are now populating the screen. Something that's great about the FinaMetrica questionnaire is it is a psychometric-based questionnaire, meaning that it's based on the behavioral attributes of your clients. So the questions are all asked in plain English, which is of course a beneficial aspect in terms of your client being able to fill it in on their own. So we won't do those there. We'll complete that and hit submit. So now that I have submitted the report itself, I'm going to go ahead and click next. And what we'll now notice actually is when I jump back into AdviserLogic, I see here that Rebecca Test has scored a 49. And here we see back in AdviserLogic, here is the raw score from that FinaMetrica score that we just completed on screen together. As I continue down, this here is what we're looking at is the reporting options of this of the risk tolerance questionnaire capability. Some great aspects of this particular piece are just going to showcase different elements for conversation starters for you to better get to know your client. Things like the risk tolerance score, going to help you understand and define how your client has answered the questionnaire based on the majority of population. We've had over 1 million responses of the risk tolerance questionnaire FinaMetrica. So you're going to see how your client actually is in comparison to the majority of population. The risk group is going to give you a complete breakdown of how your client feels in terms of particular scenarios and situations based on their risk tolerance. Differences is going to give you some insight into how they actually answered the questionnaire and the different pieces that kind of go along with that. So if they answered the questionnaire, any of their answers kind of are an outlier, it's going to give you that indication for further discussion and to kind of be able to go back and have a deeper discussion with them about that particular point. If I'm looking to download the document, I simply hit download. I can then go ahead and hit save PDF. What this is actually prompting is actually going to be able to generate this report back into AdviserLogic so that everything is back into one spot to make your planning process nice and seamless. So as that's just downloading, it does take a few moments, especially with that integration in between the two, as I'm sure you can understand. So as that document completes off, I'll show you where that's then stored in AdviserLogic so you can see how you can seamlessly grab that particular document and work along with it. So now that I've gone back into the AdviserLogic screen, I see here the risk report in the PDF format, as well as it can also be found in the document vault. FinaMetrica offers the risk tolerance toolkit, which I've shown you at a high level at this point. This incorporates psychometric personality risk tolerance profile and supporting methodologies to help advisors and enterprises create lifelong relationships to better understand your clients and create the portfolios that best represent your client while keeping in mind and incorporating their risk tolerance scores. The toolkit for FinaMetrica was actually launched in 1998, and since has gained international recognition. We are actually involved in about 20 countries around the world, and the questionnaire itself is actually maintained with the experience of London of Economics. So that's everything I have to show for you today and about FinaMetrica. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or anyone on our FinaMetrica team. We're happy to divulge and help you further understand FinaMetrica.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Rebecca and Phaedra as well. I think Rebecca's going to hand back to either Phaedra or myself in a second, and then we'll take control of the screen again from there. So basically, guys, I hope that's given everybody a little bit of a background and a little bit of an understanding about the integration that we're putting in place between AdviserLogic and FinaMetrica. Obviously, AdviserLogic from the purposes of a CRM and an SOA modelling recommendation side of things, through to FinaMetrica being your risk profiling tool, whereby you can go through all those series of questions with your different clients just to get an idea of, you know, where the client sits as far as what their portfolios perhaps should look like. Now, I believe that Phaedra may have control of the screen at the moment. I'm not sure. I know I certainly don't at the moment. But basically, just in summing up, if you do have any more questions regarding FinaMetrica, from AdviserLogic's point of view, there we go. Thank you, guys. There we go. We do actually have a help desk article from the AdviserLogic side of things, which is simply called FinaMetrica, Everything That You Need to Know. Now, in here, as you start scrolling down, we give you a bit of an overview of FinaMetrica, and we do also have the contact details in here, if I can scroll down far enough, of a good point of contact when it comes to the FinaMetrica side of things. So as always, there is ports of call to get that help to work through getting you set up. Now, I had a couple of questions come through during the session about recording of this. So I have been recording this session. So probably early next week, we will have it available on the AdviserLogic YouTube channel. For those of you that are FinaMetrica clients, I will be in touch myself with Nikki, and we'll work out a way to make sure that we get this available to the FinaMetrica side of the program as well. So with that said and done, we'll leave it open for a couple of minutes. So if there are any other questions out there, you are more than welcome to pop those in, and I'll do my best to answer them. If you don't have any questions, you are more than welcome to close the webinar down and enjoy the rest of your day. Now, as always, reach out. As Rebecca said, you've got Nikki Potts is on the screen at the moment as far as a FinaMetrica contact, or you've got the AdviserLogic support team. Now, for those of you that are not AdviserLogic clients at this point in time, we do have our home website, which is adviserlogic.com.au, and you can always reach us through that way as well. Thank you all for your time. Rebecca, thank you for staying up late in the night. As you mentioned, you're in Canada, so it is a nighttime session for you, so very much appreciate the time that you've taken out to show us around the FinaMetrica side of things. Okay, so Rebecca, I've just had a question pop up that you guys might be better off answering from your side. Basically, a question is asking around an idea of the costing for FinaMetrica. So perhaps you might be able to give us a rough indication on that side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. In regards to FinaMetrica, directly on our webpage, which is riskprofiling.com, just so you can kind of see some of the directly where it is. It's under the Getting Started tab, subscribe, renew. You simply actually just go ahead and select your residency, and that's where you can see the cost. For Australia, it is $1,089 taxes in, and that's an annual cost.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Michael. I hope that answered your question. Now, are there any other questions out there? Everybody's gone silent, Rebecca, so I think we've stunned them into silence.
Hopefully that's for the best.
It's either that or else they're all taking on your time zone and they've decided to go to sleep. I've got a few thumbs up and a few great, that's been really good. All right. Well, what I might do then, guys, we might shut it down from here. I'm just going to go back to that article just so that everybody's got a chance to grab Nikki's email. So as always, AdviserLogic, reach out to our support team if you've got any questions from a FinaMetrica point of view. And I hope Nikki doesn't hunt me down over this one, but a first port of call might be to drop an email through to Nikki. Or again, if you come through our side, we can always put you in contact as well. All right, everybody, I think I might close it down from there. Thank you all very much for your time. Give me a day or two to get this up on our YouTube channel, and then we'll go from there. Again, Rebecca, thank you so much for your time. Thank you, everybody else, and we'll close it down now. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, Rebecca. Have a good night. Bye.